Question 1. When driving on a motorway, which lane should you normally use if the road ahead is clear? A. Left lane. Always keep to the left lane unless overtaking.
If you want to pass DVSA theory test in first time, you can download our EOS app. App contains 2500 DVSA test questions, 250 hazard perception videos, 630 traffic road signs and 300 highway code rules. Even 98.50% people pass their test first time after using our app. You can find link in the description. Download app for free from App Store, which contains latest 2024 material licensed by DVSA authority. Get 3 days free trial for a limited time. Let's get back to the video.
Question 2. What should you do if your tire bursts while driving? B. Hold the steering wheel firmly and slow down gradually. Grip the wheel firmly and let the car slow down naturally. Question 3. When must you stop at a railway level crossing? A. When warning lights show. Flashing red lights mean stop, even if no train is seen. Question 4. What does a blue circular sign with a white bicycle mean? A. Cycle lane only. Blue circles give mandatory instructions. Here, cycle lane only. Question 5. When approaching a humpback bridge, you should C. Slow down and be prepared to stop. Visibility is limited. Slow down and be ready to stop. Question 6. What does a red triangle showing a cow mean? B. Animals crossing ahead. Warns of animals on or near the road. Question 7. What should you do when parking downhill? B. Turn steering towards the curb. Turning towards the curb prevents rolling into traffic. Question 8. What does a red circular sign showing a lorry mean? A. Lorries prohibited. Red circle equals prohibition. Here, no lorries allowed. Question 9. What should you do if dazzled by headlights of an oncoming car? B. Look towards the left edge of the road. Looking to the left edge helps maintain lane position safely. Question 10. When should you flash your headlights? B. To let someone know you're there. Only to make other road users aware of your presence. Question 11. What does a triangular sign showing a train mean? B. Level crossing without barrier. Warns of a crossing without barriers. Question 12. When may you use hazard lights while moving? A. When driving slowly in fog. Only if driving slowly due to a hazard such as fog or breakdown. Question 13. When are you allowed to overtake on the left? A. In a one-way street. Legal only in one-way streets or slow traffic queues. Question 14. What should you do if your vehicle starts to skid? B. Steer in the direction of the skid. Steering gently into the skid helps regain control. Question 15. What does a red triangle with loose chippings mean? A. Gravel or stones on road surface. Warns of loose gravel that can damage vehicles. Question 16. When joining a dual carriageway, what must you do before merging? A. Match your speed to traffic. Always adjust speed to match other vehicles. Question 17. What should you do before opening your car door? B. Check mirrors and blind spot. Always check blind spot for cyclists and traffic. Question 18. What does a red circle with 20 inside mean? A. Maximum speed 20 miles per hour. Red circle equals speed limit. This is the legal maximum. Question 19. When must you use headlights at night? A. On unlit roads. Required when visibility is reduced on unlit roads. Question 20. What does a rectangular blue sign showing a white P mean? A. Parking area. Blue rectangle with P equals parking permitted. Question 21. When approaching a green traffic light that has been on for some time, you should B. Prepare to stop. The light may change soon. Be ready to stop. Question 22. What is the national speed limit for cars on a single carriageway road? B. 60 miles per hour. For cars, 60 miles per hour applies unless otherwise indicated. Question 23. What does a red triangle showing two cars colliding mean? A. Accident black spot. Warns that the area has a high accident risk. Question 24. What should you do if you see flashing amber beacons on a moving vehicle? C. Slow down and stay well back. Indicates a slow-moving or special vehicle. Question 25. What does a sign showing a camera symbol mean? B. Speed cameras in use. Speed enforcement cameras operate in that area. Question 26. You see a no waiting sign. What does it mean? C. You cannot wait or park. Waiting or parking not permitted in restricted times. Question 27. When should you use your rear fog lights? B. When visibility is below 100 meters. Use only in severely reduced visibility. Question 28. What does a white rectangular sign with black diagonal lines mean? A. National speed limit applies. End of special speed restrictions. Return to default limits. Question 29. What is the typical stopping distance at 70 miles per hour in dry conditions? D. 122 meters. Around 96 meters thinking plus braking equals 122 meters total. Question 30. What does a red triangle with a car and skid marks mean? A. Slippery road ahead. Indicates risk of skidding. Slow down. Question 31. What does a blue rectangular sign showing a white H mean? A hospital ahead. Blue info signs, a hospital nearby. Question 32. What should you do if you see a red cross above your motorway lane? B. Move out of that lane. Red cross equals lane closed. Move safely to another. Question 33. What should you do if traffic lights are not working? A. Stop and proceed only when safe. Treat as unmarked junction, proceed with caution. Question 34. What does a red triangle showing a low-flying aircraft mean? B. Low-flying aircraft may startle drivers. Planes may fly low and distract drivers. Question 35. When should you check your blind spot? B. Before changing lanes or moving off. Blind spot checks prevent collisions with unseen vehicles. Question 36. What does a sign showing a lane merging into another mean? D. Joining traffic ahead. Indicates another lane is merging. Adjust speed. Question 37. What must you do when turning right at a junction? B. Give way to oncoming traffic. Always yield to oncoming traffic before turning right. Question 38. What does a red triangle showing falling rocks mean? B. Rockfall hazard ahead. Caution! Rocks may fall onto the road. Question 39. What is the penalty for using a mobile phone while driving? B. 200 pounds fine and 6 points. Using a handheld phone while driving is illegal. Question 40. What should you do if another driver tailgates you? B. Slow down gradually and let them pass. Stay calm. Increase distance and let them overtake. Question 41. What does a red triangle showing crossroads mean? A. Junction ahead. Warns of cross traffic ahead. Question 42. What does a blue sign with a white upward arrow mean? A. Straight ahead only. Mandatory direction oi. Continue straight only. Question 43. What should you do if your vehicle hydroplanes on a wet surface? B. Ease off accelerator. Reducing acceleration helps regain tire grip. Question 44. What does a rectangular brown sign indicate? A. Tourist or leisure information. Brown equals tourist destinations or attractions. Question 45. When approaching a junction where visibility is poor, you should A. Stop, look, listen. Proceed slowly and stop if visibility is restricted. Question 46. What is coasting while driving? A. Driving in neutral or with clutch down. Coasting reduces control. Avoid it. Question 47. When towing a trailer, what happens to your braking distance? C. Increases. Added weight increases stopping distance. Leave more gap. Question 48. What does a red triangle showing a tunnel mean? A. Tunnel ahead. Warning of tunnel ahead. Use dipped lights. Question 49. When must you renew your MOT certificate? B. Every 12 months. Most vehicles need MOT every 12 months after 3 years old. Question 50. What does a rectangular sign with motorway number M1 in white on blue background mean? B. Motorway route. Blue background equals motorway route sign.
If you want to pass DVSA theory test in first time, you can download our EOS app. App contains 2500 DVSA test questions, 250 hazard perception videos, 630 traffic road signs and 300 highway code rules. Even 98.50% people pass their test first time after using our app. You can find link in the description. Download app for free from App Store, which contains latest 2024 material licensed by DVSA authority. Get 3 days free trial for a limited time. Let's get back to the video.